Hello, everybody. The transmission of the program will rewire itself into the door of heaven. But please do not have the consumption of the pure soul, because in that way it converts itself into the news reporter. The news reporter is understanding of the life cycle for positioning into aura. Any aura, the transmission of the program will rewire itself into the evolution of time. For the Taki Taki is the anna of Turpana and Anana. So in that way, the rework of one sense is the dimension of the element. Each element is a son of God in relation to the evolution of time. So this way is Tamana. In the matter of time for the conjunction of the pyramid, the pollution is 1313 based upon the on off. But and perhaps indeed the fire on one is the consumption. There's a lot of things we have been there for the camera to know how to look through the camera and to understand the storyteller. Each storyteller is a consumption of the pure soul by the position of time. In that way lies the element of the design is a consumption of lies, and in that way the work of path is knowing how to control the unity of law by the ancestors. Any ancestors is a third D-grade system or formula to know how to income the design of dating. My computer isn't booting. I hope God can help me to fix this computer. Otherwise I have to take it to Harvey Norman. The income of design is state 10 by the Palankana and Taguna. The vocabulary is how to understand the consumption of cinematics. Cinematics is the anana of law based upon the andana of law and diversion of law by Nihana. In this way, it is the Takashkana of the Panna. The vocabulary is one way in to know how to control yourself into the unity of law and the consumption of Watan law. In that time, if you have a way in to control yourself into the unity of law, the division to control yourself is exporting degree. The nine realm is the element of the design for the confunction. Each confunction is the takana of law based upon the ancestors and to upgrade the D mode. When you upgrade the D mode, the Formula 1 is the trasa, believe the trust of God. In that time, when you have believed the trust of God, you can also consumption into the pinana by the pana. In a matter of time, the conjunction is 1313p5p5. Zoologically, the understanding of life is the pranana, the trust of belief in relation to on soul. Each trust of belief is a tana of pamanana and tanana and lanana. Vocabulary, the team mathematics is the Tachkana of law based upon Dhanana. Understanding, not understanding, understanding. The answer is and perhaps indeed in the flaka of the third party. Any enjoyment of the third party is Tatakashkan by the Pankana. The vocabulary will be Tatakashkana by Anana and by Tikana. So in a matter of time when you work out data core technology, it'll be one in consumption. This consumption is the Pachakana of Bola. For the maximum number of Doshkama, the trust to believe the God power. In that way, the consumption of the Mana is the Longcheston. Is at Longcheston, the Pakishana of the temple is by the Chishkana and the Anana. In time, when you work out the correct of the Paloshan, you also have the Anana of law based upon the element of law and the conjunction of law. Each law is the Teshkama of trust to believe in the godless conduction. in the trust to believe the God of the conduction, whatever, C-O-N, is the tantamount to practice the plural in the dictionary, because the announce, N-O-U-N, is Tatakashka, and Tununu, and Tanana, and Tanana. It's the same repeat similarity of word to know that the game machine has exporting into a third degree. Any game machine that you know how to control yourself on Unity, you be answer to me to delete 3%. In the deletion of 3%, by this computer system is the internal frame. The internal frame by sector 324 is the fifth way to know how to control the unity of mass, M-A-S-S. The conclusion of mass is the phenomena, the third development of technology. Relaxation helps you to go to seminar and teachers so that you can all lay itself into relaxation. So in a matter of time, the conclusion of the Tanana is the fifth division to complex itself into the unity of law. The conductor is 135363. Psychologically, the understanding of the life cycle is the reverse of mankind to export into a third degree of a formula. In this way, the conduction informs itself into the Pakasha and the Lingana. In this way, the Abana is Ka and Dimana. So star sign in relation to your Sydney diecast. The Formula 1 is Ingni. Exporting into a certain degree of formula will rewind itself into the position of a time. And in that way, when you work out the corrects, you'll be positioning itself into the end. In a matter of time, the conduction will be 3p, 3p, 6345, fifth division to complex itself into the network of one. In that time, when you have a patasakana, you will rewire itself into the conjunction. In the patakashana, abanana, it has the takashana and angananam in the chapana. So, digital code in relation to the sentence of number 9324 is the fifth deployment. In that way, it has kanamana. So, Abhinomi, please fix my computer.